Hi everyone, I'm Michaela and I'm here today to call out all my perfectionists and people that are scared of rejection. Let's get started. So, vulnerability. It's very, very often misunderstood as being weak or not strong, but it is actually where your power lies when it comes to making connections, making art, relationships, intimacy, trust. And a lot of people are scared of other people rejecting them, judging them, misunderstanding them, or reading a person like a book when it comes to opening up. Some people know exactly how you feel, and when you're ranting to someone about a certain situation in your life, they might have gone through the same thing and know exactly what advice to give you. Some people read you like a book. It's crazy. Anyway, denying judgment from people that are critical and have this want to give you advice, and you are just not listening or you're just not taking it into consideration, you're actually blocking yourself from getting to know you. So, vulnerability allows for true intimacy because it allows you to be as open as you can be. And when it comes to like romantic relationships, your partner is supposed to break you down and help build you back up. I don't think a lot of people realize that. That is why a lot of relationships actually don't end up staying together, because once they get to a part in the relationship where the other person is the literal mirror of their struggles, of their traumas, of their just like their shadows, the person gets scared and leaves, which is actually blocking you from learning so much about yourself. It's actually crazy. So when you're trying to have deeper friendships, deeper connections, you want to be able to open a safe space for others to be vulnerable, but that also invites you to be able to know how to create yourself a safe space for your own vulnerability. So, what friends do you want to express to? What journal can you write in? What hobbies can you take on to, like painting? I paint when I'm upset or even when I'm happy. It's a very good way to express your emotions. So, in art, vulnerability makes our best work. And in connections in life, vulnerability is the literal foundation of it all. So, I just find that in all my friendships that I've had or have now, I've always had a moment with them where I'm sharing something that's very personal to me, or very, like, just me being so open. And obviously there's limits and boundaries when it comes to opening up about certain things, because I mean, you wouldn't meet a person and automatically tell them everything about you and all the bad things about you. And, some people meet like that and they are best friends for life, Everybody's story is different, but I think that when you are in certain connections, that you feel safe to express your emotions, you'll feel free. Like, it literally feels like you're free. Because I found that a lot of people that don't honestly express themselves try to make themselves into this perfect person, and it's not true to who you are. So this is where I'm gonna start talking about the perfectionism thing. So vulnerability connects to perfection because it involves you letting go of that perfection that you want. So if you're a perfectionist, this video is definitely for you. And this is definitely a video my old self would have hated to see, because I'm about to read everyone like a book, like I was saying before. So vulnerability involves letting go of perfection, which is one of the biggest reasons why people resist even opening up to anybody. People could be in a relationship with someone for years and years and years, but there's no emotional depth in the relationship because they haven't accepted themselves and their emotions to be expressed honestly, fully, and, openly. They could have the trust in the person to tell them everything in the world, but when it comes to their own struggles, their own traumas, their own uncertainties, they feel like they can't talk to that person because they think that person is going to think differently of them, is going to take it and turn it into this whole thing, So a lot of people just avoid even opening up because it seems like it's easier and stops so many other conflicts, but that is definitely not true. A lot of people are taught early in life to present themselves as this, like, the best way that they can, and I just think that's so horrible because I feel so bad for people that are raised like that, because it's just terrible. It's really just terrible, because the real freedom is letting go of the image that you want others to have of you, because it's unrealistic to be human and be perfect. I feel like so many people don't give themselves enough grace for failing. I mean, come on. This is like, failure is one of the most human things ever. And you cannot be human and perfect at the same time. You just can't. It won't work. It'll never work. You'll notice that it doesn't work, and you'll be even more conscious that it doesn't work now that I said it to you. So perfection and human are two things that don't go together. So just realize that you're enough just as you are, not the version of you that you want others to think of you. You're holding yourself up to these unrealistic expectations, and you are causing yourself self-inflicted disappointment, self-inflicted, bad self-esteem. And also, when it comes to personal growth, you're setting this expectation of yourself to just not, like, just be like any other, like no other human that exists, a lot of people have this perfection problem, and then they can't even talk to other people about having this perfection problem because everyone wants to think that they're perfect, or like wants everyone to think that they are that perfect person. A lot of where I see this happen most often is actually the people that um, have huge careers or are like very successful people. And you'll notice that a lot of successful people are not like, they lack a lot of humility because they don't want to connect with others. They don't want to have these emotions because it blocks them from gaining money. Come on, like those people's values and those people's morals in life are just so messed up. And I just hope and pray for those people that maybe one day a reality check will come. But that's besides the point right now. Striving for perfection is you chasing something that isn't real. It's you chasing an illusion. Wanting to be this perfect person is you running, trying to catch this version of you that's running so fast. And then they just disappear. Oh, where'd they go? They never existed in the first place. It's all in here. Come on. We waste so much of our lives, we waste so much of our time living, hoping that we're gonna fit into a place that isn't big enough for our souls. We're trying to fit ourselves into this mold of a person. But like, what if have you ever considered that you're a better person than that mold that you want yourself to be? You're holding yourself to these unrealistic things, and these unrealistic things that you want in your life are not even things you're gonna see in the next 10 days. You know? You become a different person every day, which means when you wake up, you have new opportunities. Any opportunity you want in the world, you wake up and you can have. You just need to be able to believe that. So, besides that, don't fit yourself into this certain mold when you know that you're meant for something bigger. You know? So, the more that you put this perfect person mask situation on, the more you're abandoning your authenticity. So what that means is you are trying to be this perfect person, and it's unrealistic, like I've said 100 times, you know? And being our authentic self requires honesty, it requires mistakes, it requires giving ourselves grace, it requires just being so unapologetically you. Like, why would I be sorry for being upset about something? That's how I feel, you know? Why would I be sorry for being angry about something that made me mad? Hello? That is so human. That's the most human you can be. Why apologize? You're basically apologizing for existing. You're apologizing for being a human on Earth. Sorry? Like, come on. You gotta... Don't be sorry for existing. Come on. Like, there's so much more to life than being sorry for existing. Come on. You know I'm right. Anyway, so I guess my ending message is celebrate your mistakes, laugh a little bit, feel blessed, thank God, thank the universe, thank whatever you believe in, and learn, you know? Learn from it all.